My dear students, my dear viewers, all of my friends, today I am in front of you with the subject Principles in Treating Elderly Patients. That is, Principles of Treatment in Elderly Patients. It is a part of geriatric medicine. So the physician should have great knowledge in all subjects of medicine to treat a geriatric patient. In geriatric patient, the presentation of symptoms is late. That is, there is late presentation to a doctor because the relatives and his family or her family believes that the disease is due to aging process, or there may be comorbidities. So there is late presentation. And in elderly patient, there may be atypical presentation, like myocardial infarction. It may be present with weakness rather than chest pain. And in infection, it may present with loss of appetite or weakness rather than fever. So there is atypical presentation. And in geriatric medicine or in elderly patient, there is multiple pathology or multiple factors for a disease. This should be kept in mind. Usually, there is not a single diagnosis. That is, the elderly patient usually presents with multiple diseases. So, multiple pathologies and multiple risk factors should be identified and should be tried to prevent the risk factors. This is the main principle of treating elderly patient. Actually, there is problem-based practice in elderly patient rather than reaching actual diagnosis. So when an elderly patient come to you, you should take collateral history. That is, you should take history from witness or relatives. If relatives are not present with the patient, then you can call the relatives by phone. There are many events that may be expressed by witness or relatives. It should kept in mind that you should take collateral history. You should check all the medicine. That is, you should take drug history in details. If there is any recent change in drug, should be checked. And the duration of drug taking and all the side effects should be noted. In elderly patient, it is usual that there is polypharmacy. That is, there are more than 4 drugs. In some cases, it is inevitable, like a stroke, diabetes mellitus, in which more than 1 drugs are usually required. But you should try to avoid polypharmacy because there is a risk of drug reaction and there is a risk of adverse drug reactions. So when possible, you should avoid polypharmacy. In elderly patient, you should identify all the risk factors of a disease and try to prevent the risk factors. And you should identify if there is any acute illness. Identify acute illness and investigate it and treat it. In elderly patient, when you will decide to investigate, you should keep in mind the general health of the patient, whether the health will permit the investigation, the lengthy investigation or the bothersome investigation, like whether he is capable to do endoscopy or bronchoscopy. You should keep in mind that whether the investigation will change the treatment procedure or strategy. Like a patient of a stroke having with general ill health, a stroke with general ill health, having a mass lesion or consolidation in chest X-ray, whether you would do bronchoscopy or histological diagnosis, is it possible to treat him by surgery, or he is feasible for chemotherapy or radiotherapy. So if it is not feasible for him to do surgery or giving chemotherapy or radiotherapy, then you should avoid the intervention investigation. Now the routine investigations or screening investigations you should done in elderly patient, in every elderly patient. These are complete blood picture, that is total WBC count, RBC count, platelet count and other features in complete blood count. You should done an X-ray and ECG and blood glucose, serum calcium, serum electrolyte, blood urea and blood culture if there is temperature. C-reactive protein can be assessed. It identify the occult infection. Now, there are some atypical presentation in elderly patient of which falls. That is, fall is a common presentation in elderly patient. There are many risk factors for fall, like postural hypotension. You know what is postural hypotension? That is, there is decrease in systolic blood pressure of greater than 20 millimeter of mercury or reduction of diastolic pressure greater than 10 millimeter of mercury in standing position than in supine position. So when there is postural hypotension, we should find out whether there is any diuretics drugs or there is any neuropathy. And there are many causes of fall, or there are many problems which may present atypically with falls, like infection, stroke, heart failure. So you should identify all the causes and treatment should be guidance accordingly. Dizziness is also a cause of falls. Dizziness may be due to vestibular neuronitis or posterior fossa syndrome. That is, a stroke due that is posterior fossa stroke. If there is chance of or other findings of posterior fossa stroke, then MRI should be done. There is also a presenting problem in elderly patient is delirium. Delirium is a transient, reversible, cognitive impairment. There are many causes of delirium in elderly patient. That is infection like UTI, urinary catheterization, intercurrent illness, surgery, any type of surgery, drugs like opioids, psychotropics, pain, constipation, hypoxia, fever, alcohol withdrawal. So these are the causes of delirium in elderly patient. Urinary incontinence is another problem in elderly patient. There may be urge incontinence, stress incontinence, and overflow incontinence. Urge incontinence is due to overactivity of detrusor muscle. Stress incontinence is particularly in women due to weak pelvic floor muscles, atrophic vaginitis. In overflow incontinence, there is enlarged prostate. There are many other causes of urinary incontinence like diabetes mellitus, urinary tract infection, acute confusion. So, all the causes of urinary incontinence should be identified and accordingly treated. I have told you that polypharmacy is a problem in elderly patient, so you should avoid polypharmacy because adverse drug reactions occur due to polypharmacy and drug interactions occur due to polypharmacy. Another problem in elderly patient is that they seek many doctors. They visit many doctors or many specialists, and end of life care is important in elderly patient. And in elderly patient, rehabilitation is also necessary. In case of a stroke, it is necessary for rehabilitation, and cardiopulmonary disease like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease rehabilitation is necessary. In rehabilitation, there is multidisciplinary approach, that is multidisciplinary doctors, nurses, and others are necessary for rehabilitation. Thank you very much.